Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In this video, we're giving away our 8th Goblin Cave scenery. Again, shout out to Supercell for that. All you gotta do to enter is be subscribed, like this video, drop one comment to get one entry, max to one entry. All the other guidelines are in the pinned comment and description of the video. Now, turning our attention to today's strategy, so many of you asked, Aki, I like E-Dragons, can you show me an army with it? Yes. Dude, the 11 invis charge with the Royal Champion makes the Electro Dragons even better than rather just spamming them with rage spells. At least that's in my opinion. I'm going to show you an attack that would probably be a fail 10 out of 10 times. I'm not even joking, but look at this, and it truly goes to show if you just do not panic, trust me, you can get the restarts pretty easily. Because one of the biggest mistakes I see in Clash of Clans players is like, one little mistake goes wrong and you're like, okay, the attack's done for, I'm done, I can't do anything. But guaranteed, watch us replay it and you guys are going to love this. Before I usually start filming my attacks for the day, what I like to do is do one practice attack and then I go for it. This is the base actually I ended up attacking for my first one. Double invis, 100% maxed out, supercharged as well. What was my plan for this though? Well, with the Royal Champion, I felt like I just wanted to clear out a section of the base. There's obviously 2 invisibility towers. In my plan, I was like, okay, you know what? I could get my Royal Champion. I really like this flank. If I get her in towards this Wizard Tower, she's not really going to get targeted right away. Once that goes down, I'll pop her ability. She might be able to fire a Rocket Spear shot, say that Scatter Shot, or this Ricochet Cannon or the Fire Spitter, and set that Invisibility Tower off. But as soon as my Royal Champion got close enough, I was going to shoot my Queen's Giant Arrow from a direction, say this Pet House right here, and set off the other Invisibility Tower in the core, so then I could push her in towards the core before she actually got there. That was the plan, but watch what actually ends up happening. So, as you can see, also 2 minutes, 10 seconds, so the attack is usually pretty quick. Sometimes you can struggle, but that's if you're using just a really long time on your Royal Champion charge. Hence why I like the Phoenix a little bit more than the Spirit Fox, because that becomes too time consuming, especially what I noticed in friendly challenges. At this point, Royal Champion's going to make her way through this, and look what she decides to do. She goes for this Archer Tower. Here I thought maybe I placed her wrong, because now she's just going for the right-hand side, which isn't too bad. So I didn't use the invis, the Queen's Shot, because I was like, okay, you know what, my Royal Champion's going to set this off. I'll get my next invisibility in, so we have 9 left at this moment. Royal Champion's going to make her way through the monolith. I'm going to use one more invisibility. Watch this. I allowed the Royal Champion to take too much damage. My Royal Champion's down, guys. I have 8 invisibilities left to go, and I pretty much completely messed that up. So my RC's down, and I only got to use 3 invisibilities. That's really not that great, but what can you notice already? I set a decent enough funnel at the bottom side. I shot my Queen Shot from that Pet House to get this backside sweeper right there that it's going through. And then it's also going to get the backside air defense. Well, at this point, I'm like, okay, my Queen can clear up the 9 o'clock side. I can get an E-Dragon down here to help me out. And then I'm going to go the rest of my E-Dragons in towards this Builder Hut to take care of this Invisibility Tower early. I'm going to go Warden in, Slammer as well. I'm going to pop an early Warden ability. You're probably like, why? Well, they're not going to run out of the range. They're going to stay healthy, and then they're going to go in towards this core. I want to attack this Invisibility Tower quickly, so I'm delaying my Minion Prince so it doesn't go off into any wonky direction. It should target there. I got the Slammer inside as well. So what I'm going to do is actually pop the Slammer, or it gets popped by itself, and I'm going to get the Ice Block spell as with a Rage. Now I pop the Minion Prince ability. Those dragons are tanking, and my Minion Prince is just going to play clean up from behind. And at this point, you're like, okay, well, what are you going to do with these invisibilities? If my Minion Prince ever comes out of range, I can use an invis on him. I still have my Queen at full health too, but as you can see, the dragon's going to come out in front of the Minion Prince, but the enemy RC was starting to target it, and then we got that air defense. And at this point, I have one more invisibility that I'm going to use on these 2 dragons to hope and take out that multi-archer tower, but they actually got the enemy RC. At this point, we end up swagging 6 invisibilities, guys. I don't use a single more. This is what I mean. If you do not panic during attacks, even if big mistakes happen, because this is a huge mistake. You usually use your RC charge. Most players are going to mess that up. But as long as you can maintain your pathing, know where your troops are going to go, and just have them funneled properly, there's not really too many bases that can defend themselves. This attack is very, very strong. But let's go do some live attacks now and see how it does. I will also show this off with different versions. I can actually show you with the King as well, and then as well with the Spirit Fox, if you guys want to see that too. Okay, wow, not a great base here, but still, well, I guess we'll have to do it. It is a little bit earlier in the season still. Lots of heroes by the Town Hall. That's a tad bit scary, but okay, because I can funnel a couple things. My Queen, I could fire a shot from this Dark Elixir Collector, and I should probably be able to get this air defense, this Sweeper, this one right here that's pointing towards the top side, and maybe this backside air defense. Royal Champion, I'm going to start from 12 o'clock, and I think that might be my best bet. It's okay, we have time still, because Spirit Box is not active, so we can use our Phoenix. Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to go 12 o'clock, pop her ability. Royal Champion can do her work. Queen I can focus on a little bit later. You could sometimes use an invisibility if you're feeling like you're taking too much damage from the expo, but I tend not to. Royal Champion, if I can get her to walk towards this right-hand side, is kind of what I want, but I think once she takes that Archer Tower down, she's going to go for the left-hand side. Again, not too bad. She actually might end up in towards the core of the base. Oh, no, she's going to go for the Monolith, so I do get that invisibility down. That's okay by me for the time being. Next invisibility, because I know Ashley's going to take down this Ricochet Cannon. I'm going to give her one more invis, and the aura damage should be able to take care of the Monolith. Royal Champion is actually going to make it all the way towards this side. So now my entry points change, and so is my Queen's Giant Arrow. I'm actually going to use it to snipe out the opposite side air defense because my Royal Champion is just cooking around this base here. Obviously, again, not 100% maxed out like that last one, but that's fine. I'm going to start getting minions for cleanup. That's what you can do to speed up the attack a little bit more if you're worried for time's sake. Oh, my Royal Champion went to the core, so I messed up a little bit. What I'm going to do is give her a rage, and then as she's standing here, I'm going to provide her an ice block just to get some other damage. Queen, I'm going to use right here, snipe at that air defense and the backside air defense, and now I'm going to attack these heroes dead on. We're going to go Warden, Minion Prince. Now I'm going to pop an early Warden ability to get through all of this damage, especially because it is kind of overlapped. I'm going to pop the Minion Prince ability for the core. CC was mostly taken care of. The minions are going to start clearing stuff out. My Queen's still alive, and the E-Dragon should just be able to shred through this compartment. No problem. I'm going to get the Slammer Balloons up. I do sadly have to fight a Sweeper, which is not that great, but that Giant is going to break through that wall, and then my Queen should be able to target it. Minion Prince is alive, got a ton of tanking. Warden's going to take some damage, especially because that Fire Spitter keeps locking onto him, but it's okay. My Minion Prince still does have the Angry Jelly effect, even though he's getting low. Oh, I thought he was going to get the Fire Spitter for us. But yeah, again, completely dominated. And this is the thing. If you can just path correctly, it speeds your attack up too. Does that make sense? Because, like, look, there's still 53 seconds left. Yes, it's not 100% a maxed out base, but it still applies. Even if this was maxed out, we would still run it the same way. So, very nice attack there. Let's head into the next one. I'll change one thing up. I want to show this off with the King too, because I know some of you do not have your Minion Prince leveled up. Okay, I'm going to switch two things for this one. A, we're adding in the King with the Phoenix, but then I've also put the Spirit Fox on the Royal Champion so I can show off two of these versions. You don't need the Snake Bracelet on the King. I just like it because he is on the outside. You get a little bit additional tanking from the snakes. You can also use the Earthquake Boots. That is totally fine, trust me. But let's head in here, see what we can do on this next base. What do we got? Okay, so Poison Tower Rage. I don't know if you can see this right away, and sometimes I want to make sure I'm actually explaining it. Like, look, there's two sweepers pointing away from the town hall, correct? I see funneling right away in my head. I wish I could just draw all over the screen right now because that would make sense. I could enter in from the town hall and go in towards this rage tower, but how do I do that? Well, I can use my King and Queen to funnel and then my Royal Champion to funnel one side. So I can go my Royal Champion from the top side. It's okay if the attacks... Oh, actually, no, I need it to go because it is the Spirit Fox. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. That's fine. We're going to get our first invisibility, 2 minutes, 56 seconds. And then I'll explain. The Royal Champion is going to funnel this top section. I'm going to hope she goes in towards that expo. Okay, that's great. Spirit Fox is safe. I wanted to go towards that Archer Tower. Okay, I didn't even need that invisibility, so that was a little bit of a mess up that I used that invisibility, but it's good because I wanted to push my Royal Champion for sure in towards this direction. She's not taking too much damage here, so I'm actually going to let her eat this, and then we'll get another free round of invisibility, especially after I messed up that invis there. Watch what I'm going to do. Royal Champion's going to get hit by this Giga Bomb. That's okay. We're going to get an invis down at 2 minutes, 16 seconds. I'm going to start with the King down. Queen as well. Fire that shot off. Royal Champion still good. Still Spirit Fox doing its thing. I'm going to get a couple more rounds out of it, but how many more do I realistically want? Especially because the pathing is cleared. I'm just going to start using invisibilities quicker because my Spirit Fox I can't rely on because it is about to go down. Royal Champion, once it gets that Ricochet Cannon, I'm probably about good to go to let that just kind of clear. And then I'm going to get minions. Again, from this side, we're going to fly in with our balloons first. E-Dragons all behind. Warden. Let's get the Slammer in by a Naked Slammer. That's fine. Kind of do its thing. The enemy Queen was doing some damage. Queen is still alive. I can use an invisibility on the Queen if I'd like. And then I'm going to go a Rage in towards here. Warden ability. Make sure these E-Dragons are all safe. Because there's a ton of damage here, that's why I popped the Warden and the Rage. And now it's going to really provide us some excellent value. I'm going to go invisibility on these E-Dragons. And at this point, cleanup should not be our biggest problem. It's more so just making it through this compartment right here. We have a raged up E-Dragon that takes a really nice shot. And then so many E-Dragons over here. I think we broke down the base again very nicely. We still have an invisibility left to use, which I can, I don't know, on these E-Dragons, but they're fine for the time being. Unless I just let them get picked off, we should be pretty good to go. Yeah, sure, I'll do an invis like this just to keep them alive. I want them to get that air defense, which is a little bit annoying. We got E-Dragons at the top side, E-Dragons over here. Something go towards that air defense. Nice. I used those minions early, but I think that is fine because these dragons should be able to clear up that air defense, and then these E-Dragons should path along at the end to get the multi-archer tower. But very, very nice stuff. This is what I mean. The most important thing, guys, is understanding what funneling actually does. And I'm going to try my best to explain it. You want to be able to see where you can take a piece out of the base to let your troops funnel the best. It's kind of like the thing. A lot of players do not understand how overgrowths work in the Root Rider strategy. What you're doing is actually pathing your Root Riders and army into a better section of the base. Yes, it's also used to take care of damage, but it's kind of like the same thing we're doing here. I'm using my Royal Champion to funnel a section of the base, my King and Queen to do the opposite side, and then I can get my E-Dragons between the funnel I created. It's kind of like what the Overgrowths do. I hope that makes sense, kind of relaying it between two strategies. That's why I think using a lot of strategies can get you to become a way better player in the game. Hence why I show so many different strategies on my channel, is because I feel like the more you know, the more you get those little tips and tricks. But let's head into the next attack. Enough yapping. Okay, for this next attack, we're going to use the healer puppet instead of the action figure in case some of you don't have it. I feel like that's pretty good to also test out. Let's see here. Okay, this base. Again, I kind of want to split the base in a section. And if I get in towards that monolith, that would be nice because that is a lot of area covered. And then I could have her walk down the side over here. So you know what? I might try that. I'm going to go Royal Champion in here. She'll take care of this wizard tower. Will not take any damage. I'm going to do the same thing at the other wizard tower. Okay, rockets are going to have to start getting launched. And I don't want that monolith to lock on towards my Royal Champion because it does so much damage. One last shot takes it down. And now she goes in towards the multi-archer tower, which is perfect. But I want her... Oh, she's going to actually ignore that and go towards the top side. That's fine. I'm going to start with the light minion as well to help out. Next invisibility there. My minion got shot down, which is okay. Let's focus up here. I can't allow the town hall to take too many shots at me. I might even take down the town hall watch because I can path her in towards there once she takes this down. Oh no, she goes towards the outside. Oh, I thought I had that pathing down so good. But obviously I did not. Let's see. Royal Champions. That was so unfortunate. I'm going to go next invisibility here, which I rushed a little, but she'll take care of that. And now Queen, I'm going to probably use to get an air defense or two. Oh, I missed both. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going very bad, but it's fine. I'm going to save a couple of these, and then I'm going to see if I can get some minions in for cleanup over here. Let's make sure everything stays safe. Minion Prince to go in towards that single, because I saw it taking a messed up thing and I didn't want that. I'm going to use an invisibility here. Sorry, not invisibility, but the Minion Prince. And then I'm going to pop the Warden ability. Make sure everything's fine. I'm going to rage up those E-Dragons in there. They're not taking any damage from that Super Dragon. That was a really nice Warden ability and Minion Prince ability, actually. So we're going to take care of the Town Hall. I still have 2 E-Dragons. What am I doing? Okay, now I'll put them in. I don't know why I saved them for so long. I think I just totally forgot about them. Minion over there for the top side cleanup. It's really nice having my Minion Prince tanked for, but I got to make sure we rip through this single. My Queen's alive, so I think we should be fine here, guys. The enemy Minion Prince is the last thing that can really start cooking us. That multi-archer tower is not going to do too much damage, but a very clean attack. The reason I was saving those 2 E-Dragons was to funnel, but then I completely and utterly forgot that I need to use them, but it's okay. My Queen survived. Minion Prince is still alive. That multi-archer tower is not really going to stand a chance. But now for the next attack, what I'm going to do is actually use the Haste vial on the Royal Champion to get this to 7 common pieces of equipment. The only epic you're going to need is the Electro boots, which should be very nice to show to you guys. Okay, as you can see, 7 common pieces of equipment. How cool is that? So not overly reliant on the epics. Let's see how we can do here. So we got the Haste now. We got 2 sweepers pointing away from the Town Hall. You already know what that means. We can attack from behind the Town Hall, but the Royal Champion, I'm going to try pathing. I got to be a little bit careful here, because now the Royal Champion's going to go straight in. I maybe should have put the Spirit Box on, So I'm going to get her to walk towards this left-hand side. I'm going to let her take some damage here. That's okay. Delay this first invisibility because not too much damage. Because remember, she is going to regen some of her health back. But again, I'm not going to let her take so much damage to the point where it's just silly. But World Champion's doing a good job here. Remember, when it's a little bit more compact defenses, I'm actually going to use the Haste vial because I can control her in all the sections she was in. Look at this. She's not going to take any extra damage. She's kind of shredding now through this left-hand side. She's going to go towards the fire spitter. Really nice. Okay, sweet. Then she might end up towards this ricochet cannon. All good. Queen, I'm going to use to fire her shot like this. Set off that invisibility tower. Get some more damage down here. Okay, my World Champion actually went towards the core. I guess that's fine. I'm going to go a couple E-Dragons, balloons to tank. Rest of my E-Dragons for this side. Let's go Warden. I'm going to get my Minion Prince in early. Let's go Slammer. Okay, let's see. How is this going to work? I might have to use an Ice Block on my Queen to keep her alive. Warden ability right now. Minion Prince. I'm going to pop his ability right now to get all that core kind of frosted up as well. Now my Queen should stay alive. I'm going to get all this to run through. Slammer's coming in here as well. I'm going to pop it. I'm going to rage everything up in this core. Now this last invisibility I might use on my Minion Prince or my Queen if she can keep staying alive. Let's see. The core's doing great here. These E-Dragons are going to be under some fire, but it's okay. I'm going to cover them so they can take the shot at this multi-gear tower and hopefully take down that Warden too. Nice. Let's get some minions in for cleanup. Minion Prince under some heavy fire, are going to be under some heavy fire from that air defense. Let's see. Can my Minion Prince take down that air defense? Please, 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 please. Oh, no. He takes the wrong side. That's not good. Warden goes down, too. Oh, gosh. Okay, this is a lot closer than I thought, but I didn't see the two air defenses. Sorry, two E-Dragons at the top side and my Queen. So we should get the 3-star. I think I was a little bit too jittery on that attack, but hey, we got the 3-star. With the Haste vial, which is really nice to see. It makes me happy because having 7 commons is nice because I know some of you players do not have all of your epics leveled up like I do. So at least this makes it a little bit better. Even though my commons are still at max level, I hope this can kind of give you a better chance to use different armies. Hence why I like to show different equipments that can work as well. But another 3-star, you'd love to see it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And then remember to enter for that 8th Goblin Cave scenery. I will see you guys again very soon with a really special video for the next one that I've been requested for so long. But I just wanted to do it justice and I think you guys will like it a lot. I'll see you soon. Peace out, guys.